Hey everyone, I'm emgotv1. Few eras delivered the funny, quite like the 1950s. Picture this. America's emerged from World War II, there's a newfound sense of prosperity, and families are gathering around a relatively new invention, the television. But this wasn't just about mindless entertainment, these shows were a reflection of the times. So buckle up as we take a trip back in time to explore the golden age of sitcoms, where the laughter wasn't just about the punchlines, but about capturing the spirit of an era. You can't talk about 1950s sitcoms without mentioning the queen herself, Lucille Ball. I Love Lucy wasn't just funny, it was groundbreaking. Beneath the slapstick and wacky situations, the show tapped into something universally relatable: the dynamics of a marriage, the desire for something more, and the comedic chaos of everyday life. It gave us this image of the nuclear family, but with a twist, reminding us that even in a world striving for perfection, life is messy, unpredictable, and most importantly, hilarious. Switching gears from the glitz and glamour of Lucy's world, we land squarely in the working-class neighborhood of Jackie Gleason's The Honeymooners. Here, it's all about Ralph Cramden, a bus driver with big dreams and an even bigger temper, and his ever-patient wife, Alice. Week after week, viewers tuned in to watch Ralph's get-rich-quick schemes backfire, only to be reminded that true wealth lay in the love and support of family, even when they drive you up the wall. And then we have Father Knows Best, a show that practically invented the phrase. Robert Young starred as Jim Anderson, the wise and patient patriarch, always ready with a life lesson and a warm smile. This was the idealized American family, living in a world where problems were solved within a tidy 30-minute time frame. Father Knows Best remains a fascinating snapshot of the era's aspirations and the belief in a stable, predictable suburban existence. Speaking of idealized worlds, let's not forget about Leave It to Beaver. This show took us inside the mind of Theodore Beaver Cleaver, a curious and often mischievous kid navigating the ups and downs of childhood in a seemingly perfect town. From playground squabbles to misunderstandings with his parents, Beaver's experiences, though often exaggerated for comedic effect, resonated with viewers young and old. The show acted as a kind of moral compass, reinforcing values of honesty, responsibility, and the importance of family. It's a bit like a time capsule, preserving the innocence and optimism that characterized much of the 1950s. But not all the comedy revolved around traditional families. The George Burns and Gracie Allen show captivated audiences with its unique brand of humor, centered around the real-life couple's playful dynamic. George, the deadpan observer, played the straight man to Gracie's wonderfully wacky antics. Their relationship, a mix of love, exasperation, and genuine affection, resonated with viewers. It was a reminder that marriage, even after years together, could still be a source of joy, laughter, and yes, even a little bit of delightful chaos. If ever a show embodied the phrase "picture perfect," it was Ozzie and Harriet. This was real life, or at least a highly curated version of it, with the Nelson family playing themselves. Ozzie, a band leader in real life, became the affable, sweater-clad dad we all thought we wanted. The show celebrated the simple pleasures of family dinners, backyard barbecues, and the kind of heartwarming moments that left audiences feeling all warm and fuzzy inside. Of course, this portrayal of domestic bliss, much like Father Knows Best, overlooked many of the social changes bubbling beneath the surface. The Donna Reed Show offered another take on the American family, with Donna Stone, a loving wife and mother, at its center. Donna wasn't just a homemaker, she was a problem solver, a voice of reason, and a source of unwavering support for her family. The show, while still operating within the confines of traditional gender roles, provided a glimpse into the lives of women who were finding their voices within the home. Donna's ability to manage household chaos with grace and a smile resonated with audiences, making her a relatable and aspirational figure for women across America. Now, it's impossible to discuss 1950s comedy without acknowledging the elephant in the room, the issue of race and representation. Amos and Andy, while groundbreaking for featuring a predominantly black cast, quickly became mired in controversy for its stereotypical portrayal of African Americans. The show, originally a radio program, relied heavily on exaggerated dialects and caricature-like characters. Amos and Andy remains a complex and controversial part of television history, a reminder of the progress made and the work still to be done. My Little Margie brought a refreshing father-daughter dynamic to the forefront. The show followed the antics of Margie, a young woman with a knack for getting into scrapes, and her often exasperated father, Vern. Margie, with her independent spirit and modern sensibilities, represented a subtle shift in how young women were portrayed on screen, hinting at the social changes that would soon sweep the nation. Finally, we come to our Miss Brooks, a show that dared to challenge the status quo, albeit with a lighthearted touch. Eve Arden starred as Connie Brooks, a quick-witted high school English teacher navigating the trials and tribulations of her career and her personal life. Connie, with her sharp tongue and independent streak, became a role model for women who were starting to push against societal expectations. From the zany antics of I Love Lucy to the heartwarming moments of Father Knows Best, these shows offered a glimpse into the heart of 1950s America. They reflected the values, dreams, and anxieties of a nation rebuilding after war, grappling with changing social norms and embracing the promise of a brighter future. 1950s comedy TV wasn't just about jokes. It mirrored the values and dreams of a hopeful era. Which show is your favorite from this list? Comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to emgotv1 for more deep dives into history.